Okay, it's about 10 before 7, and it rained a lot last night. It stopped somewhere, not too late, but then it just stayed cold and wet, and water was pooling in places where my tent was sagging, and I was just really cold. Every time I wanted to roll over, but be glad to get out of this wetness for a night tonight. Looking forward to town. It's a town day, my first one. I don't know if you can see this, but all these plants are dripping wet, and so am I. There's the first aspen trees I've seen this whole trip, and they're not turning colors yet. I've even seen some flowers still blooming along the trail here, little yellow daisies, so it's not quite fall, but it is kind of cold at night. There's the little narrow gauge railroad tracks down there. I probably won't hear the little Cumbres Toltec train this morning. It's a little early. I bet they come by around 10 or so, or maybe they leave the station around 10. I might see the road too, I'm not sure, but I'm getting real close. There's the highway. I'm almost there. And I think the other side of the trail, you walk through that bald patch there, and the border is like, I think over the hill. So yay, New Mexico, I'm almost there. Just a little bit left. Well, I can hear a lot of traffic on the highway, so that's a good sign. Hopefully it won't take too long to get a ride. I have to make sure I don't take a wrong turn here. Oh, look, I've been here before. I just got to find a spot to hitchhike. Well, I'm here in Chama, and it's a Sunday. It's only 10:30. I'm not sure what to do with myself. I sat around at a coffee place for a while. Maybe I can do laundry somehow, even with a dirty body. I haven't heard back from Tumbleon, who has my resupply.
I'm doing this as I'm doing unto you, God. Thank you, God. Why? Because He's a God that blesses. He's a God that sees you right exactly where you're at. He knows your needs even before you ask Him. But
the laundry is really far out of town. I figure I could probably lay out all my wet things and let them dry while I'm doing my laundry. So I got my box at the little outfitters, and while I was there I bought a little fanny pack. But I can't get my phone to fit in it, so I don't know if I'm gonna be happy with this fanny pack. And then I got a fleece. Since I didn't get one from Melanzana, I only got a hat. Now I got my Tumbleon fleece, so I'll be part of I'll have some trail cred. But I'm sending it home because I already have one here. I might as well just wear out the one I already have. It's a beautiful day in Chama. I got a hotel at Foster's and a shower. I feel so much better. Now I'm gonna walk. It's probably gonna be like a 3.5 round trip walk to go get a couple of grocery items. There's no bus on Sunday, and I think the bus is mostly just to drive people early in the morning to other cities and then bring them back at night anyway. So I doubt there's Uber here. It's gonna be a long walk. I'm so bummed the Cumbres train doesn't run today. I was gonna take it. Had it all planned out. I was thinking about it. Eat breakfast, go buy the ticket. Oh well. Go find a spot where I can hitchhike. Oh boy. Well, I'm here once again. Let's go to New Mexico for real. So this morning I was pretty sick of being in town. I guess I don't like town days as much as I did when I was hiking the PCT. I find that one night is enough. It's enough rest. It's enough town. It's enough annoyances. It's enough missing the trail. So this morning I was kind of miffed that the one good breakfast place wasn't open, and so I had to overdose on sugary pastries instead, which were delicious, by the way, but still. Blah. And then the Cumbres train doesn't run on Mondays. The town seemed completely dead. It was hard to get a hitch. So I was really glad to get going and get back on the trail. So beautiful. This section, everything's gonna change. It's not gonna look like this anymore. It's gonna be completely different. It's gonna be magical. Really looking forward to it. And I'm really close to the border, so I can't wait to see that again and know that I'm gonna pass right on through. So, pretty exciting. Oh my God, no sooner did I say that than I can see it. There it is. All right, let's go. All right, I made it. New Mexico. What did they call it? The enchantment state? Something like that. State of enchantment. Yay, I'm here. All right, I'm gonna go up to the trail and sit down. Should I take a swig? Nah, yuck. Last time I was here, there was another guy here, and he and I sat here, and he sat on the New Mexico side of the line, and I sat on the Colorado side of the line. I never stepped over it, and now I'm over it, and I'm gonna sit on the New Mexico side of the line. It's kind of silly to do so much celebrating, but you kind of have to, especially when you're all by yourself. Nobody else is going to do it for you. Nobody else is going to cheer you on, so you might as well cheer on yourself. But, you know, I was thinking this trail has been really hard for me. Well, all through long distance trails have been hard because I've quit all the long ones. I never have through hiked a long trail. But on this one especially, you know, like the first section, I had no plan to do a section hike. I'd hoped that maybe I could do a full through hike, or at least 50% of the trail, maybe get all the way to the Colorado border or something from the Canadian border. But I didn't. I ended up in West Yellowstone, and I felt like my body was falling apart, and I was scared to go get back on the trail. So I went home. And then the following year I came back and I decided, well, maybe doing one state at a time is not such a bad idea. So I started in West Yellowstone and went into Wyoming. And just getting out of West Yellowstone was like, I was like panicked. I was like so scared the night before. I was like, but I was like, I have to do it. I have to get past it. I have to get back on the trail and show myself I can do it. And I did it, so I felt great. But then once again, my fears of cold winter weather and the remoteness of the basin and not having any trees to set up my tent and everything, I just started to get really scared. And so when the weather turned and I was cold, I was frightened, and I went home. So that felt like another kind of a failure, even though it started out as a success. And then last year, finally, I get back on the trail and I hike all the way to this sign in the middle of nowhere. And it felt so triumphant and it felt so good. And I felt like, oh my God, maybe I really can like reach a goal. So here I am again at the border of another state with the border at the end, hoping that I can once again reach my goal. And I won't be too hard on myself if I can't, but I really am hoping that I have it in me to do it again. There's lots to be afraid of coming up, especially the very end of the desert where there's nothing. So anyway, it's a good day to celebrate. Looking forward to going to Ghost Ranch. I have a new plan. I kind of was thinking maybe I should have bought fuel, but I didn't. So if I run out of fuel, I can always go to Abiquiu. There's a bus stop not too far from where the trail crosses. And who knows, maybe I'll go to Abiquiu anyway, just to get a hamburger and meet one of my goals, which is to kind of enjoy myself in this state. And then I was doing research last night because I was having trouble sleeping. And there's I downloaded the maps on my other app that has different topo maps. And it shows a lot more trails. Far out only shows the red line. And there's a trail that goes from the green line, the Ghost Ranch alternate route of the CDT, back up to the red line CDT. It climbs up this rim, and instead of the green line, just kind of goes on a dirt road down the Rio Chama. So Ilian, the legend of the CDT from 2022, says, why not enjoy both the below the canyon view and the above the canyon view by taking that trail back to the red line? So I looked on my old topo maps from my other app, and sure enough, that is the old CDT. So I think if I'm not like, in a bad place or something, I think I'm going to plan to do that, make that my plan. Hike back up to the rim so I get that rim view. And that'll be after my opportunity to go into Rio Chama. So those are my goals for this segment into Cuba, is to enjoy myself, celebrate the victories, which I just did, and take that alternate route back to the red line. Something slept here, something big, and then something else slept right here. And then looks like something went that way. I've seen hoof prints. Well, I've seen a lot of sign of cattle. I've seen hoof prints that I think look like moose. I've seen what I think looks like elk. Obviously there's deer. So yeah, there's wildlife in here, even though there's really nothing to see. Just a lot of blowdowns. Well, I missed a turn. I don't even remember seeing one. And so I'm not on the trail, but this road will join the trail again. And comments in far out say that, oh, if you miss the turn, the road's pretty level and easy to walk on, and it meets back up with the trail. No big deal. So might be even a little bit shorter, I'm not sure. If I was a bow hunter, that deer would be toast. Boing, 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 boing. Sure is lonely out here. There's a big bird. And very sunny. Got this nice little stream. Taking a break. I'm gonna put some cushy insoles in. My feet are starting to be tired. It's about 13 miles to the next water source. I've already gone about 10 miles, so I'm not sure I have enough days. I have enough hours in the day to get to the next one, so I'm gonna carry almost 3 liters of water. And that'll make my pack even heavier. I haven't really eaten anything yet. I ate a package of crackers just now. It's the first thing I've eaten. So my pack's not lighter. Oh, here comes the hard part. The mountains are easy. It's the lack of water and the long food carries that's hard. Those cows over there, they were rubbing their faces on this rock pile. I don't think I would have noticed it, but there's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. And that, not that, but that is the CDT. It's quite an adventure. It's really pretty. Well, I was over there, but now I'm over here. I kind of went around and climbed back up here. And now I'm going this way. Look at that Virgo over there. So I came from over there. Well, I've done about 16 and a half miles so far. It's been very lonely. I haven't really seen any people today at all. There was a truck parked, but there was nobody in it. And I heard somebody yelling and a dog barking, but didn't see them. It's just me all by myself out here. It's very lonely. Have to admit, day one in New Mexico, I'm already having like dark thoughts about how lonely and solitary and empty everything is. But hopefully that will ease up as I start getting to some more populated areas and seeing like Ghost Ranch and everything. So, but I'll keep you posted. I try to be real. Barely was able to capture them before they went around the corner. They're so fast. But there they go. I was just talking about how lonely I am, and then up rode these two. And they're probably about 10 years older than me, and they're out here mountain biking. It was kind of nice to talk to them. They live in Santa Fe. They have kids who go to UC Santa Barbara, or one of them does. I guess the other one's not there anymore, but he did go there. Anyway, it's kind of beautiful around here. So Lagunitas, I forgot to mention, is a campground. And there's a bunch of little lakes there. That's what I see on the map anyway. I don't know what it looks like for real. I haven't been there. And right now, I've been able to hear, like, I don't know if it's those quad things or motorcycles or what, but I hear people driving around. Oh, there's a nice little campsite right here. I want to find a spot like this, but further ahead. I still got at least an hour of good hiking. It's only 5. And, oh, I think there's a scenic overlook here. I wonder if I come up to it naturally or if I have to go over there to look at it. There's some cars down there. Should I eat it? I could take a look at it when I get to my campsite. It's like an ancient burn zone. There's another one. It's pretty weird looking. Delicious mushrooms. So am I going in or am I going out? You never know. I still can't quite figure out how to get this slope. It's like so flat on that side every single time, everywhere I've pitched it. I looked online, and the pictures on the Six Moons Designs has this going underneath and coming down maybe a little bit less angled this way, more straight down. But see, now the doors are a little floppy, but this side always comes out good. Oh well, keeps me dry and warm, so you can't expect everything to be perfect. I think this is gonna be the best dinner I've ever made. It's shells and cheese, and then I put an extra packet of Parmesan garlic powder in there, and some Colby Jack cheese, and the mushroom that I found. I think it's gonna be so good. Yeah, so good. It tastes so good. If I could make this every night, I would.